found Cyrus's book. No wonder I couldn't find it. It was open. Duh. I was looking for this earlier. Cyrus Castles. He was my first creative writing professor at Texas State. Um, yeah. Cyrus. Uh, I'd love to talk to you on the channel, Cyrus, about art, about navigating the world as a gay man, and living it through your art, because I've got the notion to express myself too. It's just I have all this internalized homophobia is deadly. I'd say it's more deadly than overt homophobia anyway, because nothing's worse than undermining yourself. There was a young man who was second guessing his choice to be a mechanic. He had grease in his ear. Yeah, you get grease in your ear. You do have hands that look like dog shit. Mine shake, but that's not because of the... Oh, maybe it is. It could be the petroleum. It could be the oil products that I'm in. No one has checked anything besides the normal things when you go see the doctor. That's the only part of the process. My medical team is great. I love everybody that I've seen. They're fantastic. They're helpful. They're responsive. The Hillside Primary Care is a newer operation. It seems like it's well run. But it's still healthcare in the system that we have. And I got back to Texas in January, like Christmas. Christmas 24. And it took me until after my birthday in February to see the urgent care psychiatrist. But I did plan ahead and get extra medications from my physician because I told him I'd be traveling. Didn't tell him I was moving out of state, and not that I really had a choice. My dad flew over and we drove back. It's a lot easier to drive with another person. I wish I'd had this channel then. It was me and Sober Newt the whole way. Little dude was all over the truck. He was talking. He was throwing up on stuff. He would get outside and walk around at the rest stops. He had a little sweater on. Bright red, so I couldn't lose him. Because that black cat, he'll just disappear. I need to go on another road trip. I just fixed the Sober Mobile, the Sober Wagon. What do you think? Sober Mobile, Sober Wagon, Sober Rango, Sober Rango? I got to figure out a license plate. I thought it was just going to be Sober, 50B3R. That's only 5 digits. Yeah, 5. Sober. That's also Speak Out, Be Real. That's my passion project. Sober Dennis, that's how I get to have fun playing with cars and messing with my toys. Like, I get so much joy out of these things and enjoying them and appreciating them, and using them even to my meager abilities. But I mean, I can always practice. I don't always practice because I have a disease that makes almost anything seem absolutely impossible. Shout out to Tyson, man. I first saw your videos from the hospital bed when I still couldn't walk. when I couldn't walk down the street. Anyways, I could hobble around. I could get up, sit down, but my right iliosacral crest at the back under my sacrum, the tailbone. Wait, aha! I have diagrams. Oh shit! What did I say? What did I say is our enemy? Stacks. What did I just have to move? 2 stacks that became 4 stacks because they fell down. Stacks are not your friend. Yeah, no, so getting healthcare for me is a problem. I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to call the office and I don't want to go to the appointments. I don't want to talk to the people. I don't want to go do any of this. I want to stay in bed. I want to have another beer and pass out and go back to bed. If you could make a bed that would pull the piss away and roll the sheets over so you can have a dry spot, I'd sell that rather than this. But I think we're a couple more years away from the Matrix, and I swear to God, if somebody tries to put old people in a robot old people hot dog roller, that's not happening. That's a sober no-no. Saw somebody else. What's up with X? Overt hate in the very first thing I saw when I opened that app. I have not opened that app all day because yesterday I was noticing just the content on that app was very different than everything else I was seeing on every other platform I was working with. I don't want to be on X. Sober's not going to be on X. I guess I'll take that down. No, I'll leave it up. I'm just gonna say we're not gonna use it. We're just gonna sit on the accounts. Maybe I'll put a. There we go. I'll just do what has already been happening. I'll just help turn it into a bot farm. I'll just have a bot get sober. Every 10 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. How many bots writing how fast do you think would it take to? No, it's all gone. Poof. I do want to learn how to code computers. The way I've got it in my head is I've got several machines in here right now. I've got this old Intel machine, this new Intel machine. This is an M2 machine. And then I've got a unibody. I got a black unibody MacBook over there, and the aluminum unibody MacBook Pro. I know the black one needs a black battery because it has a white battery and the battery's dead. The black one has sorry, not the black one. The black one, I just want the case. I really don't care about any of the hardware that's in there. I just want the case. So that'll probably be the first PC I build. Actually, that's the one that I'm going to build for Sober Garage. Linus, lttstore.com. I need to know how to put... I know exactly what program I want to run and what interfaces it'll need. I can... it'll take... You won't see this video for a minute, so maybe I'll work on that in the meantime. Of what I want that machine to interface with, and it's one model of car. It's one specific model of car. The other... Well, actually, we could probably build a much more capable machine than that, but the minimum requirements are low. XP, Windows XP low. It's an old automotive diagnostic software. The BMW guys will know the IMSA stuff and the other one, and I need to get in that because I got a bad retractor in the passenger seat. I don't want to change it. I don't want to spend money on it. I want the light to go away. I don't want to pull the light bulb out because I like knowing when there's a problem. But if I know there's a problem and I turn off the light that tells me there's a problem, that's fine because I know I turned off the light. Not so good when you have to share cars. That's not how you fix cars. But when it's your car and you just don't want to deal with something, you just don't deal with it. That's the sober way. Or is it the sober way? We'll have to find out more at Sober Garage. No, I tend to be very meticulous, but cost and time are constraints. So, what's the golden triangle? Fast, cheap, good. That's Sober Garage. It's me. I'm not fast. I work very slowly, usually because I'm stuck in bed for weeks at a time. I'll turn a car like every 2 or 3 years, but when I let go of it, it's either mechanically perfect or very close to it, or like I left off one subsystem to be finished,